players and officials will face one another around the centre circle.
Åtsäde så andra. Åtsäde så andra.
And once positioned, we will have the national anthems. It's been a long wait. New Zealand, their anthem, God Defend New Zealand. As they prepare to face the Islamic Republic of Iran in this Group G match in Los Angeles. New Zealand took England close just 9 days ago in a friendly 1-0 defeat. Iran have had a decent warm-up. Wins over Gambia and Mali. The referee today is from Mexico, Cesar Ramos. His two assistants also from Mexico, Alberto Moyd in the last World Cup game in Qatar 2022. 8 of the team are over the age of 30. Very experienced squad. The captain and number 9, Taremi, is one of 5 in the lineup who play their club football outside of Iran. He's in Greece with Olympiacos. We expect this to be the formation for their coach, Amir Galonoui. New Zealand all but won in their starting 11 play in their first World Cup. Michael Boxall, defender, is the oldest to figure for New Zealand at the World Cup. 37 years, 301 days old. And Chris Wood, hoping to add to his mammoth 45 goals in 90 appearances for the Kiwis. Conditions absolutely perfect here. Iran are highly respected in the Asian Federation. always one of the top performers regionally, now looking to transmit that form onto the global stage. This is the man who steers them. In his second spell in charge, former international player, used to call him the General, ex-midfielder, Amir Golonai. This man was a defender in his playing days in England, where he was born, or moving to New Zealand some years ago. Succession for the Islamic Republic of Iran and New Zealand, 16 years away from the World Cup, looking for their very first win. Belgium and Egypt, the other two teams in this group, 1 point each from their 1-all draw in Seattle earlier today. The Islamic Republic of Iran will have territory. Absolutely certain as far as New Zealand are concerned today. They're going to have to get the right service to their captain, Chris Wood. At the moment they are defending. Opportunity for an early ball in. Wasn't a bad one either by Zayan. But losing Garbett, one of their most technical players and an individual who's got a good understanding with Wood, is a big blow to New Zealand.
It is, of course, so good in qualifying. And like you said, Chris Wood, I'm sure, will feel that miss of Garbett, and especially against such a well-organised defence. Islamic Republic of Iran, defensively been excellent, 5 clean sheets in the last 7 internationals. So they're going to be difficult to break down for New Zealand.
Teams meeting for the first time in a major tournament. Indeed, it's the first occasion both sides have faced an opponent from the other's confederation in the World Cup. Like a foul against Bell and Gibbon. In there to win his challenges, Joe Bell, just a little overzealous here.
I think both teams will want to be physical in the way that they defend. Certainly early on, make sure they understand that you won't be taken lightly as a team.
Just can't get any meaningful possession at the moment, New Zealand, in the opening exchanges. No way through there for Giuseppe. Soprik Singh trying to spring the counter-attack.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if both of these two teams will be happy almost to allow the other at times to have possession. I think both can keep the ball, but can also counter-attack extremely well.
It's a loose one from Vauxhall. Sermon is going to be attacked here, the New Zealand centre-back, and he does well. That'll be a New Zealand throw.
Well, it just opened up, didn't it, for Taremi? I think he would have really fancied that 1v1 against Sermon. Just don't quite think he produced the skill that he wanted to.
New Zealand will have done a lot of homework on Mehdi Taremi. involved in 49% of their goals in qualification. 10 goals in 15 appearances to help his country to this World Cup. No way through for Just. Lovely dummy there from Taremi. Coming forward with minutes here, Iran. New Zealand defend well.
I just think that was a great opportunity. It really did open up. Moran Luke, maybe just looking too early for Taremi. He's such a quality player, their captain. Not always do you have to find him early. Maybe just a bit more belief in yourself to go first. Let the space open up. You can then play to your captain, of course. Maybe not rushing that ball towards him.
What has been really noticeable in this World Cup already is the ferocious pace that the games have been played at in the main. Hard not to be swept along by the adrenaline inside this stadium as Islamic Republic of Iran forced the first save. And a pretty routine one in the end for Max Crocombe.
He does well, doesn't he? Giuseppe, that was switched across. Drive in onto his right foot, really pain. I think I have to get closer. In the end, the strike didn't really trouble Crocombe. Right at him, yes, power, not quite the direction. But again, more positivity from Islamic Republic of Iran.
Here's Bill. Stamenic, Bill's partner in the centre of the Kiwi midfield. Chris Wood becomes the first New Zealand player to play in 2 World Cups. He was just 18 in South Africa 2010, 3 substitute appearances then. And he holds the ball up well, which is very much a strength of his game. And they may be in for the first time here! Oh boy, they are in! And Elijah Just rattles the back of the Islamic Republic of Iran's net. And having been on the back foot for much of the opening 10 minutes, New Zealand have the lead.
Well, they certainly know how to play, New Zealand. And when they get it in towards Chris Wood, he's got that experience, takes it beautifully on the chest. He doesn't rush, takes his time. In towards Just, lovely little 1-2, and again Wood's there to chest down. And then just when you need the composure from Elijah Just, the finish was there. He just allows it to drop enough to make sure he gets over it. And get the dip away from the goalkeeper. It's a really smart finish.
Well, he was in hot form in the latter stages of qualifying, Elijah Just. He got 4 goals in the last 5 qualifying games. It's his 10th senior international goal. When you touched a few moments ago on both sides maybe not necessarily wanting the ball. We've seen quite a lot of the Islamic Republic of Iran. They are a team who don't mind not having it, but they look for their pace in the wide areas to hit those counter attacks you talked about. Now that they've gone behind, a pragmatic, quite defensive side at times, maybe you're going to have to find something a little different.
I'm sure they will, because New Zealand will be happy to sit back now, defend in a structure with numbers, make it really difficult, and they can counter-attack themselves. But it's always nice to see teams play with New Zealand there a little bit more direct in towards Chris Wood. And for him, it's so important he has players running off him, making that effort to get up and support him. And because of that, they were able to find the space.
Fair to say, though, there wasn't a great deal of pragmatism about Iran's start. They looked to step on early to New Zealand, who had a little bit of defending to do. Only one comfortable save for Max Crocombe. This McCowart there who's come in to replace the injured Matt Garbutt. Only the second time New Zealand have scored first in a World Cup match. Coincidentally, it came in the very same minute, the 7th. That was against Italy. They picked up a point back in South Africa. I rather get the feeling if you are a Kiwi fan, you can barely contain yourself at the moment. You're sitting on top of Group G, the FIFA president watching on. Long, long way to go.
Yes, and as we've talked about, that experience in Iran's side, I think will be really important still in these early stages, especially considering they got off to such a good start.
Here's an opportunity not taken. Well, he was staring at an inviting target there, Sarpreet Singh.
Again, started with the invention of Chris Wood, a little flick round the corner, just was there to support. Great feet to start with from Singh, it was just then, he was too straight onto the ball, couldn't actually create the curl he would want. He tried with the outside of his left foot in the end.
Here's the goal scorer, just. Singh's cross. Very well defended. That had some quality on it. That catch up. Stamanic into Sermon. Another good pass from Wood. Rather hasty, nervous clearance there. No chances taken by Nemati.
I think Iran have been surprised slightly at the quality of the play from New Zealand. You've just got to understand how often they like to go into Chris Wood, almost bounce it off him, ensure they get someone in front of him.
New Zealand will try and deliver the long throws. We have a corner now. Darren Bazley, the Kiwi coach, said that the mood in the dressing room was a very upbeat one. They believed they could get their first ever World Cup victory today, going the right way about it. Many waiting for a cross. Black. And the overhead, and it's Wood on the turn! Just denied at the last.
This one, come. This one, come.
The assistant referee's flag stayed down. Now, this is where we talked about Iran being a threat on the quick counter-attacks. Iran were looking for a free kick. Referee from Mexico. Cesar Ramos said play on. Already seen one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history at this tournament. Cabo Verde, in their debut, holding the mighty Spain to a goalless draw. Australia really impressed in a 2-0 win over Turkey, who will be here later in Los Angeles. This is good from Iran. Just for a moment, New Zealand was stretched.
Couldn't quite get the strike away. Someone got off. He was found well at the edge of the area. I think that was a chance early to take the strike. Once he turned back, New Zealand were able to come up.
Iran rings around the arena. They too need to deploy the long throw tactic.
Yes. Right there.
Collision inside the penalty area, involving Taremi and certainly Sermon was the New Zealand defender. Don't think there's any issue there for New Zealand to have to answer.
It certainly looks across Sermon at Morgan. There is a slight shove, but I think it was more a case of the defender making sure he covered his position and the ball over the top.
VAR, of course, would have looked at it, but be extremely harsh had it been given.
Yeah, this chance for Chris Wood as it falls to him. Morgan, again, absolutely outstanding. Such a vital touch because Chris Wood is alert. Takes a decent touch himself, he thinks, I'm going to score. Morgan had to time that perfectly, and he did.
Save here for the Islamic Republic of Iran. Sharia Morgan. He's back on his feet again, so too is Sermon. Morgan plays in the United Arab Emirates with Kalba. Three of Iran's starting 11 play in the UAE. One in Russia, one in Greece, the rest are based at home. Good ball between the lines. Forces a stretching save out of Biran Van, happy to grab on at the second attempt. Rather too easy though, playing through the lines there. Must be an issue for the Iran coach. barely 20 minutes. The game has been incredibly stretched.
I think a lot of that is down to New Zealand and the way that they're playing. They're able to go forward quickly into Chris Wood. Sabri Singh is the one that's supporting their striker, as he did there in that bit of space to be able to turn and have a strike. Calm and composed New Zealand. 4-4-2 out of possession, meaning that Chris Wood and Singh can put some pressure on the defenders with the ball.
Khalil Zada. Patient, comfortable possession here for Iran. Godos into an attack on that far side. And they bring their A game to the table. Islamic Republic of Iran are technically very proficient. Play some fabulous football at times. Only lost one of their 16 qualifying games. That came against Qatar. One of the first teams to qualify for the tournament. Team Meli, as they are known. Might have been a late challenge there. It's an excellent advantage from the referee. Nothing really accrues though for Iran, and now Wood. Nice spread of play here. This is Bell. Thought about the shot. The space to turn here. Kamakawa really got to engage better there, Iran. Here's a counter-attack now, and they're rolled forward. 3 against 2 in their favour. There's no right back at the moment for New Zealand. And the post is struck. Mark Crocombe was beaten. Well, again, if you give Taremi that sort of space, excellent running off the ball from his teammates, opened up, really did see that corner to the left of Crocombe. Wow, was he close. Well, it would have been his 60th international goal on the day of his 107th cap. It's an outstanding return for Taremi. Vauxhall. Kakacha. Stamenic turns back to Max Crocombe. Just for the record, Iran have never conceded first at a World Cup and gone on to win. Oh, lovely control high on the chest from Wood. question was, would this man get service? He'll be revelling in what's coming his way so far in this Group G match. We have a hydration break of 3 minutes. Elijah Just. A goal in the 7th minute for New Zealand after Iran's high-octane start. And they had
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Supugen, Sunshine Snacks and water.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Get in the game, get in the game.
Get in the game!
It's game time.
Check it out, flip code and WhatsApp 876-470-4397 for win! Yash money, $50,000 bi-weekly winners! Big screen TVs, fridge, and coolers, Red Stripe, footballs, team jerseys, and no phone credit. Red Stripe, I give you one bag of things under every can. Red Stripe, get in the game!
18 and older to drink. Drink and live responsibly. Operates under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
This is quite a game. It'll be a free kick. Oh, what a goal! Ecstasy, euphoria, and the emotion overflows.
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Supugen, Sunshine Snacks and water.
Well, he's a leader, Mehdi Taremi. Talked about the experience in the lineup. And they won't be too unnerved at this stage, the Islamic Republic of Iran. Both sides have played some good football so far. Been highly entertaining. This. Malcolm shows some interest in it, the goalkeeper. Now, can he make some contact there? Malcolm a little slow to clear his lines, and he's out of his goal, but it's wide. But they were asking one or two half-hearted inquiries to referee Cesar Ramos on whether the goalkeeper made contact with the opponent inside the penalty area.
Well, it was a bit of a mess, really. Mohebi felt he wanted a penalty, then got back at the goalkeeper, and Godos it was, with the chance to strike with Crocombe out of his goal, slices the volley.
The initial coming together in the penalty area was quickly swept aside by the VAR check. So, quick one, favoured New Zealand. Kakacha. Oh, good try from the fullback. And good hands from Birandan.
He had to get down well, through the legs. There. Demati. Their band, excellent handling, struck with power.
Rezayan. All the white shirts in the penalty area. Well, not an easy chance. Rezayan who moved on to that smartly enough, but it's Godos who got there first. Couldn't keep it down.
Yeah, played in towards Mohebi, and then he would have had to have timed that perfectly, Godos, to have kept it down, running onto that at speed. Did try his best. Didn't quite manage it.
Good swift pass. Finding a rhythm again, Iran. And that peters out rather tamely for them. New Zealand's opportunity rather squandered there to mount a swift counter.
Well, both teams looking to counter. Gaps opening up when they do. It's then just, can you have the quality and the timing of the pass to make the most of those opportunities when they do open up.
Godos. Rezayan. Wants the return. Maybe worked it wide. Kalarzada. Rezayan. Beginning to see more of the ball. Useful. Desperate defending. Rezayan is in. And just listen to the noise at the Los Angeles Stadium. The Islamic Republic of Iran on terms. Ramin Rezayan, whose alertness, awareness, dynamism pays off big time.
Well, the ball into Godos by Rezayan was excellent. The touch towards Moganlu. Sermon with a great challenge. For Rezayan, he doesn't just stand there and admire his passing towards Godos. He follows it, keeps himself on side, and then the neatest of touches. That's all he needed. Past Crocombe with the outside of the right foot, and then back on level terms.
Scorer with the equaliser, one of Iran's most experienced, 75th cap today, and his 9th goal. Make no mistake about it, this is a game that both sides really believe they can win. And the prize, a big one, a place at the top of Group G if we have a winner today.
New Zealand gone 1-1. Them do a good ball, Iran.
Swept in towards Wood.
Please, lift up with me. Right here.
earliest ever World Cup goal for Iran. And a record down the years of scoring late on. 5 of their World Cup goals have come in stoppage time, the end of matches. You can't say they haven't deserved it. There's been some really good attacks. Both sides already bared their teeth here in Los Angeles.
Very well matched, the two of them. Neither team just sitting there and hoping to get a result, both trying to be proactive in getting early points in the group.
Here's Finn Sermon. Payne. Now Bell. Referee Cesar Ramos awards Iran the free kick. Looking to take it quickly. Referee wasn't ready, so it'll have to be re-spotted.
Yeah, just a slight ball. But it's been a really good response from Iran. They didn't panic after that goal from New Zealand. They've got their way of playing. They've got experience. They've been able to get Taremi and Godos into the attacking play. Both have got genuine quality.
Vauxhall. Just. New Zealand at their 3rd World Cup, benefiting from the expanded competition this year, not having to go forward to an intercontinental playoff, which has often scuppered their hopes of getting on to football's greatest stage. They beat New Caledonia in the final of qualification. They only conceded 1 goal on the way here to the FIFA World Cup 2026. Would the target? It's never going to reach that.
It's a couple of times now they've gone really early with the crossing towards Chris Wood, who's been on his own. It's important when that wide player looks up, they can see the support for Chris Wood.
There's Atalay. Felt the challenge there, a little bit shaken up. Here's the goal again.
It's a good touch from Godos in towards Morganlou. He really does follow it. Razayan. He gets his reward for that. So important, that running off the ball. And he had the mindset to just poke it past Crowford.
referee view, taking you right to the heart of the action. Gives you a real indication of the speed that games are played at, the pressure on referees to deliver the right call at the right time. It's a wonderful start for Darren Beasley in New Zealand, but full credit to the Islamic Republic of Iran, who hit back very efficiently with Ramin Rezaeian's equaliser, and in scoring becoming the first Iranian to score in more than one World Cup. Scored against Wales in Qatar in 2022. Captain Taremi's got 2 World Cup goals, but they came in the same match. They suffered a 6-2 defeat against England. Rezaeian with the throw. Not down loose pass, just not quite having the pace. Introduce Mohemi into that attack. Joe Bell. Payne. Nice little top of the shoulder there. Opened up a little bit of space for New Zealand. Kekacha. Almost onto the return. Iran only just able to slam the door shut there.
They can keep possession well, New Zealand. Darren Beasley likes his team to build from the back if they can.
It's a late challenge. The referee had an excellent view of that. I don't think there's much doubt that this was a foul.
Got there first. Did Kekacha.
Khalil Zada ran right into him forcibly. Kekacha is going to be okay. Chris Wood might fancy a direct strike at goal here. The angle is wide, but he's capable.
Well, I'd be amazed if he's gone out there to then cross this into a teammate.
I'm with you.
This could be his moment.
From the right front under.
Just sizing up the angle. The New Zealand captain.
We can from the front under. And from the front under we can just press it.
He just went for placement rather than power. It was an easy take for Biramba.
France them say as they hear Iran school, can you say you're hearing them? What's it?
Godos. Wants a corner, and the referee signals a goal kick. And we're into a minimum of 6 additional minutes at the end of an energetic, free-flowing first half of Group G football at this FIFA World Cup 2026 in LA. At the awesome Los Angeles Stadium. Which is absolutely packed today. Here's Wood. Shots on, and it carries no sting. Well, he likes to come in on that left foot, McCowart.
Again, first part was excellent. No power at all on the strike. Nothing like what he would have imagined in his head. Put onto that left foot. I think both coaches, of course, disappointed to concede, but lots of positives from both of their teams in this first half.
Yeah, so when it's like the match are done, on the remote, they come in all of me under the clock. Look, it's like it now, it's like the match are done. As the match done, you love clap. So just do this. They say that both me answer this.
Just edged it in terms of attempts.
Yeah,
9 to
press it now.
Iran's 6.
You said first it win the match. What do you mean? When you them up at half time?
Yeah, you just press this. Turn it up, with some press, turn it to the TV. You haven't turned to the TV now, you have turned to the TV, so.
Mute it.
Yeah, I'm
There
mute.
are two
Coming out to
well-matched
the
sides.
song go on, Polly. Might have a
Already
mix
had one
video
draw
again,
in
but the boys.
this Group G earlier today in Seattle. Belgium 1, Egypt 1. Final touch off Boxall. Ran throw. New rules introduced by IFAB back in February. You have 5 seconds in which to take a throw in. If you go over that time, the referee keeps a strict watch on things and the throw in is given to the opposition. Similarly, goalkeepers have similar time span to distribute goal kicks, all in aid of speeding up the game. Mohedi's throw, good distance on it. Well, the flick header, don't think was going to trouble Crocombe, but it can be a real weapon, this.
It was. Moran Lou was just trying to flick. Not quite sure whether it's towards goal or towards the back post, but got the angle of his header wrong.
In the fourth of the minimum 6 additional first half stoppage minutes. Beran Van, it's a little slow as Elijah just closed him down really well, done excellently there. Just wants the free kick. Time stood still for a split second or two before the referee decided no foul. Well, that certainly will be given against the New Zealand goal scorer, just on Taremi.
He will drop deep to Ramey to get involved in the play. He's that crucial to their attack. But he can't just stand up there on his own isolated. He has to come and get involved in the play. Does it so well, so experienced.
Yes, Mugamlu plays the 9 role, doesn't he, when Taremi drops into the 10, if you like. Seen that on numerous occasions when they've gone forward so far today. We're inside the last 90 seconds of the first half. It's a free header!
Iran score again?
Bell.
Nice, long way. So they can make like this is on their friend, do you see?
Minimum 6 additional minutes have been played, and our Mexican referee, Cesar Ramos, draws the first half to a conclusion. Only the third ever meeting of the Islamic Republic of Iran and New Zealand. Their first meeting at a major tournament, and they've served up an excellent opening period. Goals for Elijah Just and Ramin Rezak.
I just want to buy a phone. I just want to buy a phone, bro. Big thing. That thing.
Mama, yeah, it was something. Yeah. Thanks. But it say, the fox say,
What do you tell your team to get them going?
I don't think I changed. I don't think I changed much, because if you look at this group, both these teams must be thinking that this opponent is the one to beat. So I think they're going to go helter-skelter to try and get the 3 points and then scrape and see what they can get from the other two teams which are superior to them. So I think we will get this thing down right to the end.
The second half is going to be really full.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Craig, because, you know, the first game of this group was Belgium and Egypt, which drew 1-1. So now these two teams, knowing that they're going to face these Nigeria, would really want to get 3 points on this game.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, the fact that Belgium won, right, it also says that, yeah, the top boys are being challenged. Yep, understand? They're being challenged, so anything can go on. You know, so these teams should go straight, go hard, and go for it.
Interestingly enough, I look at the rank about New Zealand is ranked 75, 79, and Iran is ranked 80 in the world. Yes, Iran, no, New Zealand, yes, and Iran is ranked in the top 30. Yeah, I was top, yes, wait there. I was a little bit surprised by that. How are you surprised? Yeah, how are you surprised by that? Iran is the top 20.
But I mean,
I never expected it.
But Craig alluded to it, and going back to what he said, they have evolved and gotten better.
Yeah.
You know, they use of their FIFA windows, and of course, that is why the ranking has gone up so far. So, kudos to Iran. I mean, top 20 in the world, that's actually very fantastic. But, of course, more to come. We're going to further discuss what can happen between these two teams. It's Iran versus New Zealand. Currently, at halftime, 1-1. Take a break, and come back, more discussion on the other side. Here to stream our coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Dare to Dream halftime game show brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Subdigen, Sunshine Snacks, and Water.
The stage is set. The stakes have never been higher. The giants are ready. The challengers are rising. And every nation is chasing football's greatest prize. Will the powerhouse reign supreme? Will an underdog capture the world's imagination? Or will a new generation of stars write their names into history? Who are you cheering for? Grab your flag Rep your colors. Stand with your team. This isn't just football. This is FIFA World Cup. And TVJ is your front row seat to every match, every moment, and every memory. The World Cup lives here. The world stops and the game begins.
Brought to you by
This is Flow 5G.
Red Stripe, I give you one penalty under every kill. Red Stripe, you're in the game! Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Coca-Cola. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
For the moments that are best enjoyed with your hands, KFC is finger licking good.
Full 90 minutes, the clock, one shot, stop, pretend, never miss, stop, pretend, boost you up.
So no matter what, when it comes to giving our all, that's when we shine.
Dare to Dream halftime game show brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Suppligent, Sunshine Snacks, and Watt.
Back and forth contest between Iran and New Zealand so far. Here are the stats: 46% for Iran in terms of possession, 42% for New Zealand. 7 shots for Iran to 9 for New Zealand. 5 shots on target for New Zealand, only 2 for Iran. Expected goals 0.59 for New Zealand, 0.96 for Iran. 0 corners, only 1 corner in this contest so far, and it has gone to New Zealand. 227 passes completed to Iran, 198. And look at the ball recovery time, dead stop on 17 seconds each. But the most important stat is Iran 1 and New Zealand 1. As looking at the ball retention, Craig Heaton said that it has been a bring down by so far, and clearly, if you look at stats, percentage is almost identical. Corner just 1-4, and the ball recovery time is the same. A quick prediction: what do you think? How is this match going to go? I think I'll see Iran in their 7-6. Plus, I think most the underdog sentiment is with Iran. But based on what we see, they look like a better team overall. It really transcends from offense into transition from defense into transition into offense. They look to me like a better technical team than you. And then quick, just when you look at the ball recovery of both teams, it looks like they're not making much effort to recover the ball that quickly. So it's the lowest I've seen so far in terms of time for the competition. And I think that the New Zealand team is going to be the team that's going to win this. All right. We go back to Los Angeles, where we have group G action between Iran and New Zealand.
Dare to Dream halftime game show brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Suppligent, Sunshine Snacks, and Water.
Cup 2026, and as Iran retake to the pitch, they are going to make a substitution. New Zealand are out with the same 11 that they started with. But Amir Golonoi, the head coach of Iran, he's making that one change. Aria Giuseppe will not start the second half. They will introduce one of their UAE base players. There he is, number 10, Mehdi Gaedi. Got a good goal scoring record, 10 goals in 30 caps, the man coming on. substitution confirmed. Gaidi almost feel like a youngster at 27 in this Iran side. One of the younger members of this old squad. Players who've seen so much past international action. Many of them have played at the World Cup before. 5 of the starting 11 today played in their last World Cup game in Qatar 4 years ago. Only Chris Wood in New Zealand starting 11 has played in the World Cup before. There is another in their squad. Defender Tommy Smith, along with Chris Wood, has played in the World Cup before for the Kiwis. To attack the goal away to our right in the second half. And immediately Wood is causing problems. So strong, so difficult to shake off the ball. Early ball, spread eagles up, New Zealand defence, Sermon is round on the cover and reacted really well. It was just for a moment Boxall was being outpaced.
Sermon just showing his pace. Taremi very much still got that sharpness. Sermon needed all of his acceleration to make sure that he got back.
Rezaian. Khalilzada. Safety first from Singh, back to goalkeeper Crocombe. Just backing off a little bit here. Islamic Republic of Iran could be costly. You don't want to give that man space.
No, they've really struggled with the power of Chris Wood, ability to back in and roll the defenders. Really his trademark, it's what he's built his career around, Chris Wood. And he'll be used to playing in this New Zealand side, at times having to try and do it himself, knowing that his team are defending. Looks like he's enjoying himself out there.
Little sloppy in midfield, New Zealand. Plenty of white shirts making their way into that New Zealand penalty area, but Iran are going to settle for the corner kick. The Iran goal scorer Ramin Rezaian is going to take. They're a team that are often late challengers in World Cup matches. Seven white shirts waiting for Rezaian's delivery. And it was inviting at that near post area. It did well to repel that, New Zealand. Rezaian doing well again. The pick of the Iranian players along with captain Taremi today.
And managed to get the strike away. That was a really difficult ball to defend initially from Rezaian. It was Sermon that got the header. Gaidi shot was struck well, really well blocked by Stamanic.
Kakacha Struggling to get a foot on the ball there, the left back. Cross too deep. The man is ever far away from the action.
That's probably his first mistake. Azaya has been excellent.
Saidi just got one change at half time. We're on the rounds starting 11. Darren Paisley was very pleased with New Zealand's last warm-up match before the tournament has got underway for them here today in Los Angeles. Just a 1-0 defeat to England, who are one of the fancied sides to go a long way in the tournament. He's an enforced change too, with Matt Garbutt's hamstring injury in training, meaning he won't play at all in this World Cup. And Logan Rogerson was a late call-up to the squad. Shot was on, and it's still on. Just a little too high in the end from Morgan.
But he took it down so well to start with, and when it cuts back onto his left foot, you can see he's trying to find that far corner, but he's digging it out rather than having a flow to the way he ran up to the ball. Been involved quite a lot. Morgan at both ends. That challenge against Chris Wood was so important, but in the penalty area he's been really lively and busy. Had a part to play in the goal.
Iran will stay here in LA for their next Group G match here in 6 days' time against Belgium. The final group game, they will go to Seattle to play Egypt on June 26th. New Zealand's final two group games are in Vancouver. Egypt in 6 days' time, and they'll finish against the Belgians. The Islamic Republic of Iran are readying another change. We've just been talking about, he's done well at the top end of the pitch. Morganlu is going to be replaced. Just wonder if he's carrying a knock at all. But Ali Poor will be on for him shortly. Here's Payne. Well, they can make that change now. Ali Poor for Morganlu.
Yeah, I mean, he took a few knocks in the first half, Morganlu. Maybe that's why he didn't look comfortable taking that strike only moments ago.
The man replacing him is also a striker. Ali Poor plays for Persepolis. This is his first World Cup. Sermon. The referee just made a quiet word with the man who's just come on, Ali Poor, for the challenge here. Nothing particularly malicious about it, certainly a foul. Not had a card of any colour in this game so far. Kakacha. Hungary. Possession won there for Iran, but not for long. Kakacha has it back. This is Wood. This is really nice for New Zealand. Very nice. It's that duo again. Wood and Just. And Elijah Just has his second goal of this Group G match. And the Islamic Republic of Iran with no answer to this.
Well, when they put the patterns of play together, it looks terrific. But it works. Like you said, that combination just in towards Chris Wood, and then the appreciation of the space and the pace in the pass was just perfect for just to stride onto and just about lift it over Biramban. Again, such composure at his first World Cup. He's got his second goal by just having that height as he was sliding down.
Unbridled joy amongst the New Zealand players. Elijah Just becomes the first New Zealand player to score twice in a World Cup match. Well, Iran running well after conceding to Just's opener in the 7th minute. Let's see if they have got a quick reply here. Gaedi. Good looking cross. Chance. Crocombe. The real pressure there, the goalkeeper. He needed all his reflexes there, Max Crocombe. Flag though was up for offside, but the goalkeeper wasn't aware of that. No, he wasn't. It was excellent play. Gaedi it was. Just clipping that in towards the penalty area, but when Mohebi nodded it down, was Godos that was clearly in an offside position. Crocombe, however, made sure he had the reaction. Stamilic doing well under pressure. Sick. Payne. Too much of that from Tim Payne. He was involved with an Argentine influencer in his socials, Tim Payne. A very well-known Argentine influencer. Told his followers to follow Tim Payne as supposedly the least known player at this World Cup. I wonder what Tim Payne made of that. The ultimate story ends in the fact that the New Zealand right back's got now got over 4 million followers. Not working to get to 4 by the end of this competition. What the World Cup brings, doesn't it? Well, I think he's lost one follower in Chris Wood after that cross. Sermon. Bell.
No, I don't tell, I'm just saying, you never work with a tire, fix the tire,
Free running, Elijah Just pulling himself right now. It's late from Payne. Referee's going to have a word, I think, our Mexican official, but nothing more than that.
I think he knows what he's doing there. Tim Payne doesn't want to be exposed down the side by Gaedi. Made sure he stopped early.
Really good run this. Taremi. Got options. Trying to find a route to goal himself, and the door was slammed shut. McCowart.
Arrest my case.
Yeah, it's been a match of bursts, hasn't it? Both sides. Game really slows down, and then all of a sudden, one of the sides bursts into life with an attack. So your concentration has to be very high defensively. Hello, Lozada. Space here for Bell. Looking for that link play again. That combination up front didn't work this time. You see, they're looking to work centrally, aren't they, New Zealand? Just really does tuck in, so does McCowart, and then they can combine with Singh and Wood.
Come on, make him do the three. Come on, 1-2, can't work with 1-2.
On the level it out.
Not quite the pass that Mohammadi was looking for. Again, the combination in towards Wood, somebody running off. It wasn't just Singh this time. Got the strike away. Of course, as Iran starts to push for that equaliser, it might open up even more space for Chris Wood. Gianni Infantino watching this very entertaining Group G match in Los Angeles. Got the lights of Turkey here, and Switzerland to come here, Belgium, who were held earlier today in this group by Egypt in a 1-1 draw. And the USA play their second of 2 games. We're at this fabulous arena. Turkey will be USA's opponents later on in the group. USA very much impressed, didn't they? The opening match here. Wonderful performance. Scoring 4 goals. Usually about 7 or 8 on the day. Magnificent. The perfect way for Mauricio Pochettino's co-hosts to start the tournament. Put a marker down. Have to go some to match the performance in that second game. Here come Iran! Free-header! This was all about the quality of the cross. Mohamed Wahibi had space. From Darren Paisley's point of view, the New Zealand head coach, he'd be disappointed that he found the room, but he still had to execute and did. But what a pass from Kodos out towards Rezaian. And then the crossing is absolutely perfect from Wahibi. And he just guides, the pace is on the cross, he just guides it towards that far post. Nothing Krokop can do, because he's so accurate. Kissing off the inside of the post from
Mohebi. It's a stunning move from Iran. Once again, showing that they will not be beaten.
I'm not sure if the cute says today, like I said. I know it feels good for them.
6 goals in qualifying for Mohamed Mohebi. Now one on the biggest stage of all as Iran turn to their bench. Golos off. And on comes the man who's made more World Cup appearances than any Iranian. Hassan Hachisafi.
There are more reasons for them not to come at the World Cup than
Hachisafi coming on for his 147th cap. Moves to within 1 from the record holder, Javed Nekuna. And this Group G match just keeps on giving.
They both had such a positive outlook when attacking.
Two of them, the two teams now play with the bias.
New Zealand will be very disappointed.
And Iran play good. Me just like
Cross coming into their box.
Me not like
They found a free player to head home. And I'm sure they'll be looking after this game and the weaknesses both sides defensively, but positivity in the way that they've approached the game. Both, I think, understanding how important it can be to get off to such a good start.
Gayari. Iran supporters urging their side forward here. Can they get in front for the first time? No room to get the shot away for Taremi. The back from the Iranians again. It's a well-timed run by Gayani. Wants the corner, gets the corner.
Reza with a delightful ball down the side for Gayani. Shot making sure that he was tight to Gayani. Such a lift, doesn't it, that goal?
Iran fans jumping up and down in urge for more. They're giving plenty by corner kick taker Reza.
Another good delivery. Throws him under pressure.
Illegal pressure, says the referee. Free kick.
Break. Punch from Broken. Heavy ball.
New Zealand first time they turn to the bench. McCowart off, and on comes Ryan Thomas. Kakacha also making way. And Ben Old is his replacement. Plays in France with Saint-Étienne. Ryan Thomas, like Old, midfield player. He plays in the Netherlands with Zwolle. Meantime, Program receives treatment, and the referee sees this as a good opportunity to signal our 3-minute hydration break. Well, a very good response again from Iran, twice they beat them.
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Sapugen, Sunshine Snacks, and...
Guys, hydration break, guys, so me I wait until, you know, the go on for water go on.
think they're back.
To be here, wherever you are in the world, we're delighted to have your company and it's rattlingly good entertainment. Stamenic doing a good job. The sitter in midfield knits it all together, covers the ground well. He's in England, Marco Stamenic in the second tier with Swansea.
They must say the second goal outside.
Heavy is clearly onside. Run off the back of the Vauxhall to head home so accurately.
You know, so I never see it, Andrew, I see it a while ago, so them say it this alone. I never know that. So I say it outside.
So they got him into the game and they...
But it's still got two
minutes
things,
he's
I
been on.
don't know.
Here he is once more. Nice little push pass. Just for a moment, it didn't look as though New Zealand were going to cover the angle. They did, but now here's Elijah Just. Plenty of grass in front of him here. Chose to check and does win the free kick, but Iran's ire is evident here. They're not sure.
Yeah, well, I say it, I'm sure for sure.
I think he was just sharp enough to get
I
there.
was calling back.
Stamenic was blocking the shot by Heavy. Important role, as you talked about, that defensive midfield role to step in when needed.
So then you say me something, you say me I can look up here. I look up and see, my head from me from there.
If this match does finish 2-2, they'll both be ahead of their rivals in Group G, Belgium and Egypt, by virtue of having scored more goals. Still inviting prize of sitting on top of the section. Wood standing his ground brilliantly again.
You can say, we can't hold off our spirit.
Chris Wood positioned at the far post, looking for a cross, but they're playing the short passes. Just quite open up Iran, but here come New Zealand again. Now the cross for Wood, too deep.
This team haven't quite been able to make use of the width that they've had. Good crossing positions to find Chris Wood, although they are able to double up on him defensively because it's not really the runners into the box that New Zealand require.
Taremi spreads the play nicely. think that would have troubled Crookham had it not struck Sermon first. Down goes Payne. Gets exactly what he wanted. Free kick.
Just give them something though. Grady, six coming on. Giuseppe. Pretty quiet in that first half. Grady's come on, positive. Look to get involved. And it's up to Iran attack.
It was my the one took a girl because someone cleared I give something clear I got it so it's just a most of one business we want for one dance to business
Just signs that the Islamic Republic of Iran are beginning to get on top here. Best efforts to win the corner for the captain. Johnson has put a cramp.
And they move the spike. It's in a really very brilliant, hey, remember that was a thing that
Stretching, but and we are getting into that stage of the game where you are going to be fatigued. Yeah. Build up,
I remember
the energy use up, nervous energy for the game, and then physically.
Tim Payne makes his way off, and Callum Elliott is on the Auckland defender.
So anyway, they match
First competitive cap in figure. The Kiwis want the coach for this World Cup, Elliott.
10 of them
This opportunity now to impress.
and next one person alone there. Peer things.
No, you see, my thing is the you have the car, right?
So substitute bench area is busy because Iran are going to bring on fresh legs as well. In the shape of Amir Hossein Zada.
The rest, you know, you understand me? As bad as thing be, you know. Me not all the rest, you know. All me are united and somebody, you man carry money from me, you know. You have the car 4 weeks money. You man so much money me spend on the car, you know, to get up at the car, you know. And you know, 200 me spend on the car to get up at the car, you know. You understand me? And you want 10 grand a week and every time I come from me. We are wait for my fat. You don't need to wait for me. You understand me? Like say you in the wait until
Very well. Restart with
say something to you.
possession.
That
Substitution is on hold of Hossein Zada.
You can't, how long you have the car? 4 weeks. And man says I'm not money try to get the car. Tell me if you take back this car and give back to me.
Good looking cross. Very difficult to control that. He's really strong in the air, Taremi.
I'm feeling 4 weeks out of the car, only 6,000 a day.
Here comes change, and it is the captain departing. Well, what surprise, I suspect a number of the Iran fans inside the stadium. There's not any obvious injury there for Taremi. The captain is on, and on comes the striker with the Tractor Club in Iran, Hossein Zada.
Well, you can only think that there's a tightness there in the legs.
You can spot the maybe a slight
supposed to give up
continue, but then I think you then wanted to. It was too late. But
Next chance, one week, if you know, the better.
well, they're paying to make these decisions, and Colony has removed his captain. And we are in the last 10 minutes of normal time. kick, one for New Zealand by Thomas. Sarpreet Singh surveys the scene. Delivers a nicely flighted free kick. New Zealand quickly on to the second ball. Oh, and the goalkeeper commits. Fine margins there for Behrad Band, but he decided to come. There was quality on the ball in.
Won't go by accident,
Ultimately, he does enough, doesn't he? Just about.
You can see
To
me?
put off Sermon. There is a slight touch there on the glove that meant Sermon couldn't get the header right. So ultimately, he did his job, Behrad Band.
Darren Basley hoping to become the first New Zealand coach to win a World Cup match. At senior level. A little bit of a collision there with Khalil Azada and Wood. The Iranian players pretty upset about it. VAR will be checking. It all happened off the ball, but they're suggesting that Wood had eyes for Khalil Azada there.
Well, he won the first header, Chris Wood. And then they feel as if he just turned in towards Khalil Zada. Why not look at this again? Stunning cross. Guided header. Absolutely perfect.
It's quality.
See, follows the header with his eyes into the corner.
Well, the man alongside me, his eyes lit up. He used to get on the end of crosses like that. And Mohibi, the happy recipient. Well, VAR had a check on that coming together of Wood and Khalil Azada. Decided there was no case to answer for the New Zealand captain. I don't get any indication at all that either side are going to settle for a draw here. They want more. There's hunger, desire, and quality.
Yeah, just tries to tackle from the wrong side, kicks through Rezayan's foot to get to the ball there. Thomas and such a will to win between these two sides that there's starting to be a little bit between them. They get tired.
Wash it out.
Just challenged and challenged well by Positana.
I didn't take time. That's not the line. It's a leg, mix up.
Mentioned that New Zealand have never won a World Cup match. Iran have only won 3. There's a lucky ricochet for the Iranians there. Final outcome is high and wide from Ezat Alahi.
Again, just wouldn't fall for Iran. Good position.
I never know if even
Quite able to combine with the quality needed there. Ezat Alahi. Strike over the top.
So, I don't think they so funny. They are disgusting.
It's a lot, it's a come from the live stream.
Will the adventure
Embassy,
of the two teams continue? In the minutes that remain here, will there be a certain amount of circumspection? Take the point.
Say so. Even the turban, as I said, and even classroom, you have their own regulation, and the rules that don't go on to that.
Shady. Easy clearance to Sermon.
Why do the big long ball? Because when the big long ball now, nobody, a few persons can score, can do long ball. Some people can
Could be heading for our fourth draw today in the World Cup. Wait a moment. Oh, he's broken.
Right then, the goalkeeper goalkeeper them trying to compete on movement. Right then,
Yeah, 4 games at the World Cup today. We are heading for our fourth draw. And that, the last time that happened on a single day of the World Cup was 68 years. Ago.
no, this one, this. What the fuck? I just took that one. Kwame?
Uruguay earlier.
What time? What's the
Headline,
What's the about Sam? No? Did you enjoy? And they just squeeze it out.
forecast that result.
You're funny, sir, Aaron. Never leave them. The more the match, though. Things are very soon.
Oh, heavy. Mohammedi's cross charged down at the expense of a corner.
It's definitely been Iran in this second half that have pushed and pushed.
The noise levels rise at the Los Angeles Stadium. Crucial moments here for New Zealand. Twice they've led, twice the Islamic Republic of Iran have replied. Rezaian with the corner. Delayed for the moment by Cesar Ramos, our referee from Mexico. Having words with Pavel Lozada at the board. Look for the flick on at the near post. That's turned into a pass for Rezaian. '89th minute.
1 more minute.
Counter-attack could be on for New Zealand. We're going to get our first booking. The substitute, Achisapi, he knew his team was stretched at the back. He'll take that yellow card all day.
He certainly did. We knew there was danger in that counter-attack. If
New Zealand settled for the throw. Sermon decides to make a late run forward from the back. Boxall looking for distance. Really good enough. A little less than he would have wanted there, Boxall. Gaedi looking for the foul. We're into a minimum of 5 extra minutes. Time enough for a winner, but at which end? Sermon. By Elliott. Singh. Credit to the players that have been out there incidentally from the start. Their fitness levels.
I said,
Don't underestimate the mental challenge too.
Don't call me out already.
Takes a toll on you physically. Don't underestimate the mental challenge
You
too.
understand them exactly exactly.
Sabrit Singh makes way for Jesse Randall, playing in Scotland next season with Dundee United. Stamenich's race is run. And Tyler Bindon comes on for him. His mother Jenny played as a goalkeeper for New Zealand at the World Cup. And Elliott, the latest New Zealand lengthy throw. That's a better one for Wood to get there.
I never went to the time, but eventually by one call it and you answer or good call in back, I find that you can avoid so much young. As a make a money from the same, don't you say, it go back the
Wood again is there.
I know just.
Can't get enough power on the header, moving backwards.
I'm gonna get you, but
Would have had to have been a magnificent
Thank
header.
you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just falls away, doesn't he, from Mohammadi.
We're gonna sit to this
So
for
difficult
2-2.
though, when there isn't that much pace on the cross to power that past an elite goalkeeper.
You know, say.
Well, I don't think either side deserve to lose this.
No, it's been terrific. Positivity. In the approach, right from the start for both sides, and they haven't let up.
Just about kept the cool head there, the goalkeeper Biran Band, with Wood bearing down on him. But yes, the attitude, the approach, credit to both coaches and all the players.
I don't know, I talk about this.
Hugely enjoyable Group G game. Both sides, enough quality to garner the respect of the other two teams in the section, Belgium and Egypt. Elliott's challenge, and it will be a corner. And there are 90 seconds left. It's never a bad time to score a goal, but this could be the moment for the Islamic Republic of Iran. Gaedi with the corner. Deeper one this time. And they win the first header. And New Zealand crucially win the second. My word, what an important touch that was.
And I hurt my essay. Just so feel clumped up.
I think it was Ryan Thomas who made that crucial header deep inside his own penalty area.
Yeah, it was a great header back across. Just asking for someone to head it in. And Thomas there with the backward header. The vital moment.
Closing moments.
The thing that called. So when we out from Iran in America, like in the
Time for one more cross perhaps from Rezaï. What a game he's had.
Campaign and come for the match. So the one of them supporters in there that my name. I couldn't see. Okay. Nobody go carry on the court.
Free kick has been awarded here. I don't think there'll be an opportunity now for either side to threaten the goal.
They want a bamba. And they mess with the big boys.
That man, I don't call him in the end. I said, that man.
The stress me out. The stress me out.
Cesar Ramos of Mexico brings the match to a conclusion. One or two players fall flat on the ground. The exertion, the effort was supreme from both players. A warm handshake between Darren Baisley and Amir Colony. We praise the coaches and the way their teams have gone at this contest. Twice New Zealand led. They still wait for their first ever World Cup win, but twice Iran came back. 2-2 in Los Angeles.
But yeah, the sportsmanship, that me like.
Well, we have the United States opener here in Los Angeles. We'll be royally entertained again. We have...
Sportsmanship, and I like say sportsmanship.
Well, the end of see that.
Don't keep
Picture of bucket of chicken. The carrot was blasted.